Supporting the MSU portion of Capture EMS. The first setting that one has to do is to enable MSU. With changing any of these settings, you have to press save. Let's go back to the settings to make sure all the appropriate settings are saved. So enable MSU, enable notifications as needed, and then which pre-hospital stroke scale. In this case, we're going to pick LAM. Other MSUs may pick a different one, and then again save. Now to start an MSU case, you can see that at the top of the landing page it says MSU stroke, and as an MSU department, you're going to have to pick which fire department you're responding with, and this is going to be specific to each of the mobile stroke units, and we're going to get this and encode it by doing the intake form for them to ask them which fire departments they respond with in their area, which cities they dispatch with, and so forth. So this is a customizable field for each of the fire departments. With the demo, let's say we pick City of Santa Monica with Santa Monica Fire. Which engine we're dispatching with changes depends on who we're responding with. So let's say we're dispatching and responding with engine 5. Then we pick the city of dispatch. This is another customizable feature that each MSU will tell us as the parameters of where they dispatch. Now, the mode of attachment, that's common amongst all MSU programs, and so you could be either auto-dispatch, requested, or self-attached. So we'll say that we're auto-dispatched here, and then they can simply timestamp the times. This is the time they were dispatched, the alarm time, meaning the time the call came on the radio, the time the MSU actually left the station or left in order to go to the call. So that's the time of the dispatch. You can timestamp any of these: on-scene time, assessment time. At any given point, if you get canceled en route with the MSU, one can create a non-admit case. So none of these are hard stops. You can be dispatched and then immediately canceled, or you can arrive on scene before you're canceled, or you can assess, then it's not an admit. In any case, you can hit non-admit button at any time. Then you can choose the reason why we didn't admit. So let's say you got canceled before you arrived. You can say canceled en route. Or now you evaluated the patient, so here are the options: minor non-debilitating symptoms outside of a treatment time window. Let's say for this one, we'll pick stroke, not a leading diagnosis. And knowing which hospital the patient goes to, then one can choose the hospital. In this case, I'll choose General Hospital LA, and we can choose the base station as well if needed, and submit. So this is starting for non-admit, and we can see that that's part of the submitted, and it says it's a non-admit, and it says why. Stroke is not a leading diagnosis. In the pre-hospital chart, none of this applies because we didn't take these or chart them for the patient. So in going back now, we're going to create a new case, which is an admit case. So here's create case. This feature is saving the engine and squad. It doesn't need to do that for MSU. So let's say this is an admit case. We're going to choose LA County Fire. We're going to pick here RA or squad 25. We're going to say, let's say we're responding in Bellflower. And let's say the mode of attachment here, we're going to say requested. And again, you can do the same timestamps: alarm time, dispatch time, arrival on scene time, assessment of the patient time. And let's say we're going to admit this patient. So we don't hit the non-admit. We just continue to the next one. We timestamp when we admitted the patient. Now the basic demographics, you can add the exact age of the patient, the gender, a phone number for whoever was witness on scene, and then choose the symptoms. So we're going to say right-sided numbness, aphasia, left-sided gaze, headache.